Hello and good evening. Excuse me, and welcome to the channel. I'm Gene. Today, we're going to be talking about from Android Central from Ara Wagner on May 9th, which is today, 2021. This is the pandemic kickstarted Chromebook sales, but their value alone is pushing them forward. The 275% spike in sales between now and last year proves that even with lockdown done for most, Chromebooks are here to stay. Here's a picture of a rose gold one. A year ago on Mother's Day, excuse me, go call your mother, by the way. Most of us had been locked down for 6 weeks, and we're back bracing for another 4 to 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Schools are trying to finish out the academic year however they could, and finding a good Chromebook was starting to get difficult as millions scrambled for cheap communication and consumption devices amid a component shortage caused by manufacturing slowdowns during China's lockdown. Here we are a year later, and thankfully a lot has changed. While lockdowns are still impacting India, please donate to relief efforts if you can, and vaccinations are continuing to roll out across Europe and North America. And many workers who have been working from home from last year are getting the choice to start going back to the office. Schools are mostly back in person and have been since October. So naysayers can no longer use distance learning or panicked rush to remote work to write off Chromebook sales, rising 350 year over year or 275% year over year, according to reports published in the last 2 weeks. The top 5 Chromebook companies, worldwide shipments, market share, and year over year growth quarter 2021. These are preliminary results combined company view for the quarter only. Shipments are in millions, okay? And here we go with this. Now, these are the top 5 Chromebook companies, companies that make these little Chromebooks that I'm using today. HP in the first quarter of 2021 shipped out 4.4 million Chromebooks, a 33.5% market share. And in the first quarter of 2020, they only shipped out 0.6 million Chromebooks, 20.9% market share, and a 633.9% year-over-year growth. Company number 2, Lenovo, in the first quarter of 2021, shipments were 3.3 million, 21 market share in the first quarter, 25.6%. Now, the first quarter of 2020, they only sold or shipped out 0.7 million, 25.6%, and 356.2. Acer Group in 2021 only shipped out 1.9 million Chromebooks in the first quarter of 2021. And in the first quarter of 2020, they shipped out 0.8 million. Dell shipped out 1.5 million Chromebooks the first quarter of 2021 and only 3 million in 2020. Samsung, which is what I'm using, shipped out 1 million Chromebooks for the first quarter of 2021 and only shipped out 2 million Chromebooks in 2020. Okay, so the total amount of Chromebooks that were shipped out in the first quarter of 2021 were 13 million Chromebooks. And in 2020, only the total amount was 2.8 million. The source was the IDC Worldwide Quarterly Personal Computing Device Tracker, April 29th of 2021. Okay. Lenovo sold more Chromebooks in the first quarter of 2021 than all manufacturers did in quarter 1 of last year. 2020 sucked for humans, but not for tech makers, which is very good news for Lenovo, but even better news for HP, who saw a 600% rise in Chromebook sales. And for Google, who was able to celebrate Chrome OS's 10th birthday by boasting that 1 out of every 5 new computers bought in America today is a Chromebook. Of course, these percentages are slightly less impressive when you see that the total Chromebooks sold in 2021 first quarter was only 12 to 13 million, up from roughly 3 million a year ago. For comparison, there were just under 40 million tablets sold this quarter, a 51% bump over stagnant pre-pandemic sales, and 122 million PCs. 13 million Chromebooks looks like chump change compared to PCs. But what it really means is that Chromebooks have a lot of room to grow as they continue to compete with low and mid-range Windows laptops and with the best Android tablets. Make no mistake, they fully believe Chromebook will continue to compete and grow. And they're not the only one at Android Central. Technology analyst Carmi Levy agrees that the pandemic has blown the doors wide open on what was once considered a niche solution, allowing Chromebooks to show off their convenience for everyday users and their practicality for employers and remote workers. As organizations first pivoted to supporting mass waves of remote workers, the attributes that first make Chromebooks the darling of education and other vertical markets, such as relatively low hardware costs, easy remote maintenance and support, streamlined software and services updates, and robust data storage and backup and security, became especially appealing to corporate IT in virtually all sectors. While traditional computing still has its place, and likely always will, for power users like financial analysts, designers, and content producers, there are millions of regular office workers out there whose needs are easily met by Chromebooks running ubiquitous and increasingly capable cloud-based services. Beyond big businesses, a growing number of people are buying Chromebooks for their homes for the same reasons. They're inexpensive, hard to break, and do everything they need them to do. The Reddit Chromios subreddit recently discussed why they came to Chromebooks, and Android Central was pleasantly surprised by the number of users who said they bought it for media consumption and security, not just lightweight web browsing. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed that today. And comment, like, dislike, and let me know how you liked this video. Subscribe today, and you'll have a good day. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Take care.